Today we're going to take a look at hole filling, a finalized 3D scan. So the first thing that you have to do is, of course, to get all of the scans aligned and combined, and then after the fact you finalize those scans. So I'm going to start from that stage. So we have our combined scans selected and hit finalize. You can choose a lot of different options here, but we're going to stick to hole filling. So depending on your object, let's say we're on 3D printing this particular part, we need to make it watertight. So we can turn up the hole filling as high as we like, or we can keep it as low as you want. We just need to know that if we keep it at a certain rate, we're going to have to go back and make it watertight. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to set it at halfway, and then go to the hole filling tool in FlexScan. Okay, so now that that's finished, we have a model that just has a couple of holes that we need to go in there and fix. But it looks like the majority of them have been filled. So if you hit the drop down on the Tools menu, you'll see 3 tools down. There's the hole filling tool. The holes are going to light up in green. As soon as you select them, they will light up in red. From here, we can also just turn it up in autofill. You'll notice that the holes go from green to blue. That means that anything that's blue, it will at least attempt to fill those holes. And then also up at the top, you see the number of holes. Up here, when the part itself is completely watertight, it will tell you so in this area. So I'm going to just stitch a couple of these together to show some of the functionalities, even though we could select this and it might fill it right away. Let's say it's having some trouble filling those holes. You can help the software out by basically clicking and dragging and creating a bridge, just as you have seen me do here. So I'll go ahead and do that a couple of times just to give you an example of how that works. So I'm just clicking on the top and dragging down to the bottom. As soon as that second note pops up, I release. So we'll select the ones that we want to fill. Fill selected. And it will do its thing. Okay. So I'm going to turn it up and then see how many we need to deal with after the fact. So it looks like it got all but 10 by just helping out some, by putting some bridges in. All right, go. Good. You'll notice that even though I didn't make a bridge along that entire hole, the software is still able to understand curvatures along the edges of the scan file. So you notice, even though we didn't scan, we still have a matching contour on the top and on the bottom of that hole. Now, if you do what I did here, I got a little bit turned around while flipping the part over. So I put this particular bridge in the wrong location. When that happens, you just right-click and hit delete. And that goes away. Okay. And a little bit more. And this just takes some time. Just getting every last little one in there. Okay, almost done here. In situations like this, where you're just not having a whole lot of luck with that particular corner, what I'll do is just remove a portion of the scan file, just to make for a cleaner hole on all of the edges. Now, since we're dealing with a scan file that I don't want to poke holes through the bottom of, I will hit this little button up here, which is the select through, and that is selected. When you make a selection like that, it'll pierce the part, and then you'll have a hole show up here on the other end. We just want that particular spot to be deleted. So we're going to uncheck that and then press delete. Now I've got a cleaner hole that I can help fill. There we go. Same principle with these here. We've got some scan data that's obviously not in line with the part itself. So we'll just delete that in order to eliminate confusion for our 3D printer. Okay. All right, so now that we've got a watertight mesh, you'll notice that it has shown up here on the top left. And we can take this into a 3D printing program and print out the object. Thank you for watching. If you like what you're seeing here, please like and subscribe.